Microcontroller Concepts. Now that you know a bit about microcontrollers, it's time to get introduced to some key concepts. Architecture. Computer architecture defines the structure and interrelationships of the components of a system, such as input, output, storage, communication, control, and processing. It also determines the capabilities and programming model of a computer, as well as logical interface that is targeted by programming languages and their compilers. So architecture, you can think of it as the architecture of your home. That means how, where, or the rooms are located, how are you connecting the rooms, and things like that. So that is analogy with respect to the architecture. Central processing unit. The CPU is like the brain of the microcontroller. It is responsible for executing instructions and making decisions. Imagine it as the person who follows the step-by-step instructions given to them to perform specific tasks. Instruction set. Instruction set is like the list of commands or instructions that a computer processor or microcontroller can understand and execute. It is the language that the central processing unit, the CPU, of the computer or microcontroller speaks. Some of the examples are move, MOV for a move, ADD for addition, CMP for compare, and B for branch. These are the instructions that a computer or your microcontroller understands. So even if you write the program in high level languages like C, C++, at the end, everything gets converted to these instructions. Register. A register is a small, fast storage area inside the central processing unit or CPU that is used to store data temporarily during the execution of a program. Think of register as a tiny, super-fast storage units that the CPU can access quickly. They play a crucial role in the microcontroller's processing of instructions and data. So normally in any computer system, you have different storage mechanisms. One is a register, other is your cache, the others are RAM, and then your hard disks or SSD. That's how uh, these memories are organized. But register is a memory or a storage unit that's very close to CPU, and it plays a crucial role in the microprocessor's processing of instructions and data. Address bus. The address bus is like a communication pathway between the CPU and memory, allowing the CPU to specify the location, that means the address, of data or instructions it wants to access. Data bus. The data bus is also a set of wires or electrical pathways, just like the address bus. However, the data bus is used for transferring binary data, ones and zeros, rather than memory address. The width of data bus measured in bits determines how much data can be transferred in parallel between the CPU and memory. The data bus is mainly to transfer the data. The next concept is word. The STM32F4X is a 32-bit microcontroller. So similarly, you have 8-bit, 16-bit, and 64-bit microcontrollers processors. So here 32-bit means the word size is of 32-bit. The word is a piece of data handled by the instruction set of the microcontroller. The size of the word differs in each microcontroller between 8 bits, 16 bits, 32 bits, and even 64 bits. A word can be used as an address, a variable, a register, or an instruction. In 8-bit processor, 8 bits are used in every instruction. In 16-bit and 32-bit processors can operate with large amounts of data. Larger register or bus width means less restrictions on resources. Memory. Just like you need a place to store your books and clothes in your house, a microcontroller needs memory to store data and instructions. There are two main types of memory in a microcontroller. So one is program memory, or called flash. This is where the microcontroller stores the program or set of instructions it needs to run. It's like a recipe book that tells a microcontroller what to do. Next, you have a data memory called RAM. It is like temporary storage space used by microcontroller while it's working. It holds data that the CPU needs to access quickly while performing tasks. Peripherals. Peripherals are the additional components that helps the microcontroller perform specific tasks. They can be like the appliances in your house, such as washing machine or microwave. Example of peripherals in a microcontroller include timers to measure time, analog, analog to digital converters to convert real-world values into digital data, and communication modules to connect with other devices like I2C, SPI, UART. These are all peripherals. Input, output, I/O ports. These are like the doors and windows of the house. I/O ports allows the microcontroller to communicate with the outside world, just like you communicate with your friends through the door or window. Input ports let the microcontroller receive information from sensors like temperature sensor, while output ports allow it to control things like LEDs, motors, or displays. Assembly language. Assembly language is a low-level programming language that is closely tied to the architecture of a specific computer or microcontroller. It is considered human-readable representation of machine code, which is the binary code that a computer CPU understands and executes directly. Assembly language is often used in scenarios where high performance and direct hardware control are critical, such as in embedded systems, real-time applications, and device driver development. High-level language. High-level languages provide a more abstract and human-readable ways to write programs compared to low-level languages like assembly language. Some popular high-level languages used in embedded systems are C, C++, Rust, and Python, and many more. Well, in this course, we will use C or C++ for our development. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe to the channel for more projects, courses, tutorials, and tools.